Hi there, welcome to the next video. In this video, we will be covering compound words. What we will understand here is what are compound words, how effective they are, and how do we benefit from learning these words and using it in our tests. So, compound words are formed when two or more words are joined together to create a new word that has an entirely new meaning. Now let's consider the words make, up. These are two different words, but they can be combined together and used as makeup. That is giving us a completely different meaning. For example, sun and flower are two different words, but when they are combined together, when they are fused together, they form another word which is sunflower, which has an absolutely different meaning. So these are compound words. These words are formed by either adding a hyphen or just using the two words as a single term. Another thing, the spelling of the two words is not necessarily changed when they are joined together, but the definition becomes unique. So these are the things that we have to keep it in mind, friends. And how do these benefit us? Is simple. One, we are improving our vocabulary. When we are writing or speaking, we can present better vocabulary or a better range of vocabulary. Second, if you are taking a test like IELTS, TOEFL, CELPIP or PTE, then these words will definitely help the examiner understand that you have a wider range of vocabulary and will enhance your score. So these words are extremely important. In this session, we will be working on 35 such words, their meanings, and their definitions or examples. So let's look at an example here. Make up, two different words. Now here are the uses. Make up your mind fast. That means decide. Her makeup was ruined by the sweat. She was in a hot zone, she was sweating, and makeup. That means the makeup that she applied to her face was ruined. Third, I will take makeup exam tomorrow. That means I will be taking an examination tomorrow, which is a makeup exam or a backup exam. So here in the first sentence, makeup is a verb. In the second one, makeup is used as a noun. And in the third sentence, we can see the same word used as an adjective. So these are the different ways we can work on this one set of words or one compound word. As we proceed, we will look at more examples. Now, there are different kinds of compound words that we need to understand. Basically, there are three types of compound words. First would be closed compound words. These words are written as a single word such as haircut, newspaper, grandmother. Then open compounds. Compound words that are written as separate words such as high school, living room, school bus. Then hyphenated compounds. These words that use a hyphen in between the two words such as well known, second rate, merry-go-round, etc. So these are three types of compound words for you to understand. What I will be focusing more on is compound words, their meaning, and how can they be used in sentences. So the first word that we are looking at here is after effect. After effect means an effect that follows after the primary action of something. That is, he was suffering the after effects of sickness. Yes? Guys, here's a request. If you like the video, do like and share it, and please do subscribe to the channel. You will continue to receive such videos from us. Afterthought. Something that is thought of or added later. As an afterthought, she agreed to the proposal. That means she did not agree to the proposal first, but then she took time to think, and as an afterthought, she did it. Artwork. Paintings, drawings, or other artistic works. Technology can produce finished artwork for anything from books to commercial brochures. We know this. And if we have to write something about a museum or something, we can talk about artwork. If we visit an ancient palace or a fort, we see a lot of artwork there. Backdrop. Lie beyond or beyond. It serves as a background too. So these are different meanings of it. The lush green hills that backdropped our camp. So we were in a camp, and in the background we could see a lot of lush green hills. So that becomes a backdrop. If you see a film, the hero or the heroine or the actors could be performing, and in the background there could be a large screen which is displaying a nature or any other activity. That would be called a backdrop. Backwater. Backwater, a part of the river not reached by the current. Easy to understand, where the water is stagnant. We have an example, the majestic backwaters of Kerala. It can also be used as a place or situation in which no development or progress is taking place. That will also be called backwater. The country remained in a state of economic backwater. That means the country was not progressing. Backlog. An accumulation of uncompleted work or matters needing to be dealt with. We often say, I have a backlog of emails, I have a backlog of files. The company offered extra hours to staff to clear the backlog of work. Barcode. Consisting of bars and spaces, it is a machine-readable representation of numerals and characters. If you don't want to get into something so difficult, easy, barcode. Any product that we purchase these days, there is a barcode that the cashier scans to get the price and the name of the product. Benchmark. A standard or point of reference against which things may be compared. The pay increment will set a benchmark for other employers. Benchmark is standard. Blockbuster. A thing of great power or size, in particular a film, book, or other product that is a great commercial success. Generally, blockbuster is used with films, but it can be used with other products or services as well if they are a commercial success. Billboard. A large outdoor board for displaying advertisement, or a hoarding. The display of advertisement on billboards along the highway. We see it. You go through a highway, you see billboards there displaying certain products or services. Brainstorm. Hold a group discussion to produce ideas. The group participated in a brainstorming session before starting the project. You want to start a project, there are 4 or 5 members, and you want ideas. So 5 of you sit together, discuss and create ideas or discuss new ideas. That's brainstorming. Child rearing. The work of taking care of children until they are old enough to take care of themselves. Every household has this. The parents feel satisfied after years of successful child rearing. So, raising a child, there is a different word now with you, child rearing. Countryside, the land and scenery of a rural area. We explored and enjoyed the surrounding countryside. Countryside basically would mean a rural area and the land and the scenery of it. Coastline, the land along a coast. The hotel offers wonderful cottages along the coastline. It's self-explanatory. You can understand it. Daydream, a series of pleasant thoughts that distract one's attention from the present. He was lost in a daydream. Basically, all of us get into a daydream situation when we think of a pleasant thought. Dashboard, the panel facing the driver of a vehicle or the pilot of an aircraft containing instruments and controls. So if you think of an aircraft cockpit where the pilot sits, there are large screens and equipments there which help the pilot fly the vehicle or fly the plane. Same ways, a driver sees a dashboard wherein there are different kind of meters available for him to see. Dashboard also has another meaning. A large set of data presented in an organized form for someone or management to analyze. Yes, in corporate sector, when a large set of data is presented in an organized manner wherein different filters can be applied and the management or the leadership team can look at it, that's also called Excel dashboard or sometimes any other kind of dashboard. Deadline, the latest time or date by which something should be completed. You all get it. The colleges give deadline to submit projects or any work that we do. There is an end date which is called deadline. Dugout. Dugout, the original meaning is a trench that is dug and roofed over as a shelter for troops. Yes, it was used in ancient times as a shelter for troops. What is the current day meaning of dugout? It is commonly used in sports. A dugout where players and support staff sit during the match. So you see a soccer match, the team sits on benches and there is a little roof kind of a thing that has been provided, or the support staff, coaches and other physiotherapists, etc. sit. That's called a dugout in modern day. Newsletter, a written report issued periodically, generally by a business, institution or an organization that presents information and news to people in the organization. Generally, an organization sends a notice to all its employees, or an institution does that. That's called a newsletter. Over the counter, we all have heard of it. An ordinary retail purchase with no need for a prescription or license. Example can be over-the-counter medicines. So you feel a little cough or sneezing, etc., or a little feverish, you go to the store, medicine store, and ask for a medicine which can be sold without prescription, and that would be called over-the-counter. Overestimate, an excessively high estimate. The figure of 20 million was an overestimate. Yes, we all make overestimates sometimes. Spearhead, an individual or group chosen to lead an attack or movement. Spearhead means somebody who is going to head the team. Cristiano Ronaldo was spearheading the club team for coveted title. Or Mr. A was spearheading the team in New York office. Possible? So spearhead means somebody who is leading the team. Supercharge. Supply with extra energy or power. A supercharged computer or mobile. It also has another meaning, which is having powerful emotional overtones or associations. Community appeasement is one of those supercharged words. If somebody is having powerful emotions which may direct him or her in a certain direction, that will also be called supercharge. Take down. The removal of a website, web page, or file from the internet, typically in response to a formal request. The company decided to take down new promotional price list. Throwback. A person or thing having the characteristics of a former time. Yes, sometimes we get to see the characteristics of a time gone by. Some of his music is a throwback to the 70s. Possible, yes. Underestimate. Estimate something to be smaller or less important than it really is. The organization grossly underestimated the extent of the problem. It can happen. We can underestimate the price of something. We can underestimate the value of something or someone. Worksheet. A paper listing questions or tasks for students. It can also be called a standardized paper for recording work done or work in progress. Generally used by companies where the work is going on. They have a worksheet where they check the progress of the work and it is noted. So now guys, this brings us to the end of this video. We will continue with such videos. Thank you so much for participating. I again suggest go ahead, subscribe to the channel for such interesting videos as we proceed. Thank you.